I invited my estranged father to my graduation. He showed up with his real family and ignored me. I hadn't seen my father in 9 years when I invited him to my college graduation. Yesterday, he arrived with his wife and 3 children, sat 10 rows away from me, and acted like I was a stranger when I approached him. I was 8 when he left my mom and me for his secretary. One day he was helping me with homework. The next his clothes were gone and a note was on the kitchen table. The child support checks came regularly, but the promised weekend visits dwindled to occasional holidays, then phone calls, then just birthday cards with gift cards tucked inside. When I was 13, he and his new wife had twins. The birthday cards started featuring family photos, my father beaming with his arms around these children who had his eyes, his smile, children who lived in his house, who knew what he looked like first thing in the morning, who didn't have to schedule a meeting to see their dad. I spent my teenage years pretending I didn't care. I excelled in school, won science competitions, got accepted to my dream college on a full scholarship. My mother came to every event cheering loudly enough for 2 parents. When graduation approached, my therapist suggested I invite my father not for him but for me. Don't leave it open-ended, so I sent an invitation with a handwritten note. It would mean everything if you could see me graduate. I've worked so hard, he texted back immediately. Wouldn't miss it for the world, kiddo. I reserved seats near the front, one for my mom, one for him. I checked my phone constantly the morning of graduation, but he never texted to ask where to meet. Still, I scanned the crowd as I walked across the stage, hoping to see him, and I did far in the back, sitting with his wife and their 3 children. My half-Sarah strangers to me were wearing matching outfits. The youngest one, who must have been born after the birthday card stopped coming, was holding a "We love you" Lane sign. Jake is my father's stepson. Jake wasn't even graduating. Jake was sitting right next to them after the ceremony. I spotted them in the crowd and approached. My heart was pounding. 9 years of absence crashed into this moment. "Dad," I said, tapping his shoulder, "you came." He turned, and for a flicker of a second I saw recognition. Then his expression shifted to something polite but distant. "Congratulations," he said, as if speaking to an acquaintance's child. His wife gave me a tight smile. "We can't stay for the reception. We promised the kids we'd take them to that amusement park while we're in town." I stood there, my graduation cap still on, honor cords around my neck. "I saved you seats," was all I could manage to say. "Oh, we were running late," my father replied. "Parking was a nightmare." Then he checked his watch. "We should get going if we want to beat traffic." No hug. No, I am proud of you. Not even an explanation for the 9-year absence. As they walked away, I heard one of the twins ask, "Daddy, who was that girl?" He replied, "Just someone I used to know." My mother found me still standing there minutes later. When she asked what happened, I couldn't even cry. I just showed her the text he'd sent. "Wouldn't miss it for the world, kiddo. Some people don't deserve the chapters we give them in our stories. Today, I am finally ready to write him out of mine."